Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Our young president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, you make African great. Our girls are assuming Kutakmal has become great.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.
Oh yeah,
you make African great.
Thank you, freedom.
Thank you, Africa.
We stand with Captain Traore. We stand with Traore because we know that Traore stands for the unity of Africa. We are Traore, and Traore is all of us. If they kill Traore, you must know they would have created another wound in the continent of Africa. We must defend him the same way we defend the unity of Africa. Comrades, we must know that everywhere else in the world today, the people want to crush South Africa because of what South Africa stands for. We must never allow that South Africa must be bullied by imperialist forces. America must never tell us what to do. The same United States, which is furious at being cut off from the riches of Burkina Faso, cannot tell us what to do. We must defend China for defying the USA and telling the USA to go to hell because they don't understand how the tariffs works. Donald Trump is an enemy of himself and all of us. And he must know the EFF is not scared of him. The EFF is not scared of Israel. The EFF is not scared of Morocco. The EFF is not scared of the imperialist forces. The EFF will stand on the side of the people of DRC, the people of Sudan, and the people of Sahrawi. Comrades, we must ensure that before we achieve any of these things, we build a solid organization. I want to thank.
Wow, what a message from Julius Selo Malema, the president and the commander-in-chief of economic freedom fighters in South Africa. A message of hope, a message of unity, a message of solidarity, a message that is calling the children of Africa to come together and unite, to speak with one voice and saying, we are with Captain Ibrahim Traore. Captain Ibrahim Traore is us. If you touch Captain Ibrahim Traore, you are touching us. So, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, Africans are awakening. Africans, I see, are coming together. And this must not end to Captain Ibrahim Traore. We must raise our voices to reclaim our position, our wealth in the continent of Africa. Right now, we have one task to liberate this continent economically. And that's why they are trying to remove Captain Ibrahim Traore, because they see Captain Ibrahim Traore is awakening Africans. And they fear that the awakening of Africans is reclaiming of their resources. If we are going to reclaim our resources, they are going to lose jobs. They are going to lose raw materials for the industries. And that's why they are trying to do everything to remove Captain Ibrahim Traore. We should not allow what happened in DRC, in Zahil at that time, when they removed and assassinated Patrice Emery Lumumba. Look at what Congo looks like now after assassination of Patrice Emery Lumumba. Congo never be the same again. Look what happened to Libya right now after assassination and removing of Muammar Gaddafi. And one thing that is paining, they are using we Africans. We have been used to destroy our heroes. We, the current generation, we must confess. We must say we should not commit this big sin of betraying our hero. Our elders have betrayed Gaddafi. They did nothing to Gaddafi. They allow Gaddafi to be assassinated under their watches. And I'm sure if Africans, our leaders, mobilized, came together and say Gaddafi must be alive, today Gaddafi has to be alive. But because our leaders didn't came together, didn't raise their voices, Gaddafi was removed from power and assassinated. So this time, we the current generation, we are saying we are going to stand with Captain Ibrahim Traore. If you held us, you failed to protect your fellow and our hero. This time, we have decided to take our responsibilities. We young people, wherever we are, make sure that you raise the voice. You raise the voice and say something to those who want to destabilize Burkina Faso. And we must understand that if they will succeed to remove Captain Traore, they will move to another leader. Because Traore will not be the first. They did the same to Sankara. And of course, they have been threatening even Traore himself that you see Sankara, where is he? You see Gaddafi, where is he? You see Lumumba, where is he? So if you continue like that, you will follow them. But we Africans, wherever we are in this continent, we must come together. We are tired. We are tired as Africans. We are tired of keeping silence. Yes, we see even our bodies, these regional bodies and the continental bodies, are still silent. They're not talking anything. They're not saying anything. But we, the current generation, we have to raise our voices. If they're keeping silence, no problem. But we young people, we raise our voices. We'll protect even them, those who are keeping silent. You know, one day I was listening the speech. I think it was the speech of Professor Pierre Lumumba narrating about the issue of keeping silent. He given the example of someone called Martin Nemola. He was, I think, a German. When he said, when the Holocaust started in Germany, the Unionists kept silent. When the Jews cry, people kept silent because they are not Jews. When trade unionists struggling, people kept silent. But when they go to him, when they went to him, there's nobody to say anything. Everyone was silent. So even today, if we think we are safe because this thing is happening to Burkina Faso, the time will come when the same people will come to you. So we must understand that there's you remember that the whole continent were colonized. They didn't choose to colonize a few Africans. They see all of us as slaves. And that's why they took us into slavery. They didn't decide that you are Ghanaian, you are the best, you have to remain, you, Nigerian. If we are going to be conquered, all of us will be conquered. No one will be safe. So we need, as Africans, to speak with one voice. Right now, we have get the opportunity to have a leader who is uniting us, a leader such as Captain Ibrahim Traore. You know, one thing that Captain Ibrahim Traore has succeeded in his life is to unite Africans. This is one of the biggest achievements. This is a thing that even previous leaders didn't succeed, because at this time there are social media where Africans in the continent, Africans in the diaspora are speaking with one voice. You see, Captain Traore has succeeded, and that is the fear, the big fear of those who are exploiters of this continent. They fear that what Traore is doing is awakening of all Africans, not in the continent, but even to those who are in the diaspora. You see? So that is a big fear to exploiters. And if you look at the population of Africa, if all Africans we can become awakening, we are going to take control of our natural resources. We want to sell cars to America. We want to sell mobile phones to China. We are not here to supply raw materials. We are not here to become beggars. We want to do business with the United States of America in a win-win situation. We want to do businesses with China in a win-win situation. For how long we'll continue to grow cotton and export our cotton into raw forms, and people creating clothes, wearing those clothes, and then if those clothes become tired, then send to us, the people who grown cotton, For how long we continue to see all these things happening in our continent? We are tired. We are not a second-grade people. We are human beings like others. Africans, we need to wake up. And this is a wake-up call to all of us, the people of Africa. We need to come together. Captain Ibrahim Traore has given a mandate from God to unite Africans. And that is what Captain Traore is doing. He's not using any kind of energy, but automatically Africans around the globe are coming together, are uniting. You see in America, you see in Caribbean, you see in Europe, you see in China, Asia, Africans are coming together, are uniting and speaking with one voice, talking about Captain Ibrahim Traore. Traoreization is a process that is going to transform this continent. So, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, wherever you are, make sure that you raise the voice. We are tired of being beggars. We are being beggars because of leadership. Our leaders have failed to unite us. We want to see a young Kenyan doing business in Abidjan. We want to see a Congolese manufacturing mobile phone and selling those mobile phones to Ouagadougou. We want to see those electric cars in Burkina Faso being sold in Zimbabwe, in Zambia. We want to see Chikumbuso having a major industry supplying electric cars in the entire continent of Africa and in the diaspora. We have that capacity. We have that ability. But what we lack is unity. This time we say we are going to unite. By any means, if our leaders are not going to allow Africans, we will unite through social media. If they are not going to open borders, the time will come when these borders will be collapsing. We are going to collapse these borders. We want a borderless continent where Africans will do business free. Because we are going to pay taxes. When we say we want to do business among ourselves, it doesn't mean that we are not going to pay taxes. We are going to pay taxes. The government is going to get revenues. But how can we do business among ourselves while you are closing people like Keto? Open borders. We are not in the cages. We want Africa. If Europeans came together, united, and divide this continent and move free in this continent, why not Africans who are the owners of this continent? Why we are not being allowed to move free in this continent? Why we are being asked for visas? Why this is our continent? And these things are created in Europe. Africans, we have known these things called visas. People are saying we want to increase revenue. So instead of allowing Africans producing goods and do businesses, so you want to get money from these things called visas. Why you are not creating environment where people can use the resources, can use gold, can use lithium, uranium? And that's why we are beggars. We are beggars because we are not using our resources. These resources are for others. It is Europeans who are enjoying our natural resources. If you go to Europe, people are moving free in European Union countries. But if you come to Africa, we are not allowed to do so. If you want right now, if you are in Zimbabwe or you are in South Africa or Botswana, wherever, in southern part of the continent, you want to go to West Africa, first of all, you have to go out of this continent. You have to go whether in Dubai or you have to go in Qatar. Then or France or Amsterdam. Then you connect back to West Africa. So how that comes? Why? Why we need to go to Europe first while I'm still in Africa? I want to go in Democratic Republic of Congo. Why there's no flight connecting direct our continent? But we have to go out. And that's why they have created these visas. So if you go to their countries, you have to pay. They're making money. And Africans, we know those things, but we are keeping silent. So we want to change all these things. We want to see Africans. When you want to go to Nigeria, you are no need to go to Europe. When Nigerians want to go to South Africa, there's no need to go to Dubai. Let's allow Africans to create their own aeroplane, create their own tools, things, and machinery. It is possible. Our leaders must arrange things properly. We need visionary leaders. And that's why you see they are touching Captain Ibrahim. You may ask yourself, why Captain Traore? Why not Paul Biya of Cameroon? Why not Alassane Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire? Why not Ahmed Bola Tinubu? Why Captain Traore? What is within Captain Ibrahim Traore? So we as Africans, young people, we need to see what is inside Captain Ibrahim Traore. We need to know what the gift Captain Traore has and why these people don't want Captain Ibrahim Traore. Just imagine within 2 years, see what happened in Burkina Faso. But we have leaders who stayed for more than 30 years. They did nothing. Instead, they have built houses in Europe. When they want to rest, they go to Europe. And we have leaders right now who are in Europe, enjoying there. They see in Africa they cannot enjoy. We have leaders who want to, when they are sick, they cannot be treated. They don't see hospitals here in the continent of Africa. They see dirty thing in the continent. We have leaders, when they want to do shopping, they don't see shops here in the continent of Africa. They go to Dubai, they go to Paris, they go to Washington. We have leaders here in the continent of Africa. If they want breakfast, they go to Europe. If they want shoes, they go to Europe, to America, to Dubai, to China, to buy those things. But here in the continent, we can create our own, whether it is big hospitals, whether it is big industries, we have that capacity. But the problem that we have leaders who are corrupt, who are not thinking about citizens. So this time we are saying, we young people, we need leaders who is working for us. And that's why we are raising our voices to Captain Ibrahim Traore. We are going to protect him by any cost. We are going to join him by any means. And Captain Ibrahim Traore is us. So let us come together. Let us find a way how we can protect Captain Ibrahim Traore, because the enemy is within us. They are not coming as them. They are going to use our own people, perpetrators. We have perpetrators, we have betrayers within us. So we must not allow things to happen. We are with Captain Ibrahim Traore. Thanks to Julius Malema. Thanks to all other Africans around the globe who are raising their voices to protect this young man. We are going to protect this young man. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.